This is a certified hood classic.
What's up, fam? It's your boy, man. I'm back, man. Hey, look, bro, I don't know what I was on. I was into some shit, bro. I know it seemed like every video Quizzy like, bro, what he's saying, what the fuck he was on? I don't know, man. All I know is I'm back, bro. I'm better than ever. I'm ready to drop some more videos, and it's time to do some more videos, man. Now, we are going to be having more South Park on the channel, more King of the Hill on the channel, and I know y'all like Courage the Collie Dog, but we will be dropping some Family Guy, too. If you want to check out all of these episodes, full episodes, and more, man, talking about Dragon Ball Super, and we even might do Adventure Bros. Shout out to Leah, man. We even might do Adventure Bros, all right? If you want to check all of that, it's going to be over on the Patreon. Click the link in the description, only $3 a month. And without further ado, let's get started, man.
Now that Family Guy Season 21 has come and gone, I asked in a poll what you guys thought of it. And the responses ranged from the best season in years to one of the worst.
Damn, brother, I swear people switch up on you quick as a motherfucking man. Look, and this is from a fanatical fan. God, if that person switch up on you, man, everybody will. You know what I'm saying, bro? But look, I haven't even seen the new Family Guy, man. But I hope it's good.
And then there was this person who had absolutely
got some
no
nice
idea
tits.
that Family Guy was still going. So, is this Family Guy's new golden age or another forgettable season? Let's take a look back at this season's episodes to find out, as this is my brutally honest retrospective.
I love YouTubers because we can be honest. A lot of people, well, some YouTubers, man, some other people, bro, they be bullshitting. But we can actually be honest. We can tell them, hey, look, this is what it is, because we don't have no affiliations with them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't being paid by them. As much South Park shit as I do, man, I'm a little biased, bro. I ain't gonna fake it with you, bro. I love South Park, but I will tell y'all the truth, bro. You know.
Episode 1, Oscar's Guy. The first episode of the season parodies 3 Oscar-winning movies from the 90s. Forrest Gump, Silence of the Lambs, and American Beauty. So as a fan of all 3 movies, I was impressed with how they condensed them into 8-minute segments and still managed to hit all of the major beats.
Is he like me? Oh, you died.
And honestly, I'm surprised it took this long for Family Guy to parody Silence of the Lambs. Stewie makes a perfect Hannibal, and Seth Green even based Chris's voice on none other than Buffalo Bill in his first audition.
That actor Ted Levine, who plays Buffalo Bill, is the creepiest character ever.
But joke-wise, I did like how Meg
Damn, boy, that man just humped his mom.
Complained about the quality of the lotion despite being trapped down a well.
CVS brand lotion?
It's the same ingredients as Nivea.
And the scene where Stewie wears a security guard's skin and no one notices that anything weird is going on is also pretty funny too.
Oh, hey, Sarge. Your wife called and said it was urgent.
Oh, okay.
So while not as great as the past parody episodes, Oscar's Guy was still a solid start to this season. Episode 2.
That's the only time I've ever seen Peter thin. Nah, that's the second time. That one time, no, it's the third time. My bad. When one where he got real skinny and shit, started losing weight, then he started talking that shit. Then the other one where he actually got cocky and handsome.
Bend or Blockbuster. The second episode of the season sees Peter take his family on a cross-country road trip to visit the last Blockbuster in Oregon. I love this concept, and it's one that I think could make a really great comedy film premise. But although the idea is fun, I feel that they could have played more on the whole road trip aspect, similar to the whole National Lampoon Vacation films. They got to Blockbuster far too quickly for my liking, and I'd have liked them to have more time stopping off at quirky sites along the way. We did have that moment where they stopped off in a diner and were confronted by MAGA supporters.
Hey, they looked in there like, who are you supporting, nigga? Who are you supporting?
Wish that we got more character moments during the journey. Like how Chevy Chase's character shared a beer with his son when they crashed their car. What's more Family Guy than that?
I never watched
Now,
it.
maybe I'm expecting far too much from a 25-minute Family Guy episode, but I just feel that they could have really pushed this road trip idea a little bit more.
Man, you know, but that's what they need, though. They need people with fresh eyes that ain't scared to say how they feel. Because look, when you start working at a place, you start caring about shit like money, livelihood, family, benefits. Start caring about all that shit. So you're not really gonna want to rock the boat with the motherfuckers that give you a paycheck, because they gonna keep doing, they both gonna be fine. They gonna be cool for a while. You rock the boat with their ass and you might be thrown off the ship. if you understand what I'm saying. So us YouTubers and fans of the show and shit, YouTubers as well, bro. All of y'all like YouTubers, man. Like I deal with the whole DJ Ghost thing, bro. All of y'all is YouTubers, bro. If you got a YouTube account, you hit the like button, you make a comment, nigga, you a YouTuber too, bro. Y'all niggas YouTubers too. But like, so we all like in this big family. But I swear, YouTubers as a whole, we pushing this world right now, bro. And I'm not talking about just streamers. Streamers are included in that. You know, everybody's included in that. We pushing this motherfucker right now, man. We telling what needs to be said. We saying what needs to be said a lot of the times. And like I said, I'm talking about me and you, bro.
But saying that, when they got to Blockbuster and Peter finds out about his $32,000 in debt or late fees, it caused the Blockbuster employees to chase him down. And that was very funny.
They went all the way there for an ass whooping.
I always remember how my mom was always panicking to get those DVDs back to Blockbuster in time before we incurred any debt. The ending is also pretty cute and sweet
I went to Hollywood
with
Video.
everyone reminding Peter of the crazy fun things he's done.
You see, Dad, we don't need a movie night for us to remember you. Every day is like a movie night with you.
Sure.
And overall, it's a very wholesome
Definitely
ending
an
of a Family Guy episode. Episode 3, A Wife-Changing Experience. In this episode, Joe accidentally sees Lois naked, which in turn ignites his and Bonnie's sex life.
Without a pill, a shot, or a pump.
Damn.
You don't say.
And with Peter totally disinterested in her, Lois craves Joe's attention even more, so much so that she even puts on saucy shows for him. But when Peter finds out, he isn't too happy and he...
Oh, damn. That nigga beating his homeboy ass, but look, it's your wife, man.
After knocking out Joe, he tries but fails to get the girl's attention. So with them both now craving attention, they head out in skimpy costumes, end up in a police van. But as it turns out, this is exactly where they're supposed to be, as it's here where they rekindle their bedroom life.
And I never knew your biggest fantasy was to do it as a cat from a children's book.
I feel that Family Guy has done this idea a few times already, with their marriage on the rocks and then rediscovering their interest in each other by the end of it.
But you know, but that's good though. That's good though. I don't know what she's exactly finna say right now, but that's good though. Because that lets you know, bro, marriage and relationships aren't just you went through one bumpy thing and then you're good. Marriage and relationships is actually work, bro. I know a lot of people gonna sit here and tell y'all niggas that relationships is all fun and games and oh my God, I just love her and oh my God, he loves me. I don't know why her voice was deeper than his. Anyway, don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, bro, relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's anything, is work, especially over time, bro. Especially over time. And it might not gotta be toxic, but it's definitely work, bro.
I just wish that we got an episode one day where they were already in love and happy. Do they always have to be in a marriage crisis? Now, what I will say is that The Simpsons did an incredible episode last season called Pixelated and Afraid, and it actually didn't center on Homer and Marge rediscovering their love for each other because they were already happy. And when they got lost in the woods, they didn't turn on each other and throw insults. It's actually a rare shift on animated comedy couples that are shown to hate each other more for the sake of it, rather than with any real feeling.
But they really love each other.
Therefore, it's an absolutely beautiful episode that I'd really recommend you watching, with some truly intimate moments.
I know together we can make a pretty world.
Now,
well, you know, they don't have to do that anymore, though. The Simpsons don't have to try to, like, create that drama. I mean, they do, but they've been around for years, nigga. Like, they've been around for years. They don't really have to fit into that. You know, I think the problem with Family Guy for me was everything just felt like the same. Even when they were doing things different, it felt like the same. It felt like the same jokes, even though, like, I know, and this is gonna be fucked up, even though they were doing different shit, it just felt like I've already seen this before. It's like they weren't pushing the envelope. The reason why I like South Park is because they push the fucking envelope every time. And when they do dramatic shit, they do dramatic shit. It's almost like it's almost like they were like the first Rick and Morty. When they were like, it's so hard to try to compare shit, but like in that space, it's like they were Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is his own thing, and yada yada is totally different, but I'm just saying, when you start pushing the boundaries of what you can and cannot say, what you can and cannot do, the Simpsons were there doing it first. Then South Park took it to another level, boy. I ain't gonna lie, they took it to the next level. And that's why I say I love South Park. And that's why I'm like, Family Guy really didn't capitalize on it. They just kind of, it almost felt like this a remade, dumber down Simpsons. Then it got funny, then it got interesting, it became its own, but it just felt always like the Simpsons in a way. You know, I don't know.
Now, is it too much to ask for something similar with Peter and Lois? But with all these negatives aside, I will say that it does have its funny moments too. Like this scene.
There's something very important I need to talk to you about.
Am
What's
I
that?
adopted?
What? No, what?
And the side plot of Stewie getting an SUV and that becoming his new personality did get a couple of chuckles out of me too. And one moment I definitely enjoyed in this episode was seeing that Quagmire and Donna go power walking together.
She got a nice ass. Boy, yeah, I said it. Fine then. Yeah, I said it. Nice ass. She has a nice ass.
It turns out that
hell nah. You going down there with your people. Don't judge me, bro. Don't sit here and judge me now. Don't judge me.
they are pretty close. And as you can probably tell from my past videos,
I know he was
always
here.
welcome any chance for the Tubbs family to get some more screen time. And personally, I like when Family Guy does these little moments between characters you don't normally see interact.
Right.
Overall, a middle of the road episode. Episode 4, The Manchurian Candidate.
Okay.
Now, this is perhaps the most infamous episode of the entire season.
Why is
and
that?
one that reminded people of just how funny and off the rails Family Guy can truly be. In it, Lois hypnotizes Peter to go downtown on her whenever he hears the extra jingle. And at first, it's fun for Lois. Until it's not. Because when they have dinner at her parents' house, Peter brings food up to Lois's sick mother. But when Lois hears that extra jingle coming from her mum's room, she runs upstairs in panic, leading on to, well, this. Alex.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Borstein really shows off her incredible vocal range as she delivers this line. And the first time I watched this, I couldn't stop laughing for several minutes, and I just had to keep rewatching it. And that awkward ride back home as they sit in silence, letting their phone calls from Bob and...
Hey, that is her fault. That is her fault, bro. We gotta watch that.
It's freaking hilarious. And aside from this scene alone, the episode as a whole is mostly fine. The other side plot of the episode sees Stewie trying to impress Brian and Chris with his new treehouse, with them saying they like it to his face, but as soon as they get outside, they absolutely roast him.
Brutal, right? Oh, brutal. I have no idea what he's going for up there.
Overall, it's a decent episode
fake.
which
That's
is
fake.
elevated by one of the best Family Guy moments of all time. The other episodes. The rest of the season's middle episodes are all kind of hazy to me and didn't leave much of an impression. While writing this video, I went back through the episode list just to remind myself of what happened. And none of them were awful, but they were just all kind of forgettable. And I did definitely consider reviewing every single episode individually, but to be honest, there wasn't too much to say for a big chunk of the middle season.
That's not good
But
at
that's
all.
except for episode 7's The Stew Away, which I thought was genuinely really sweet. In it, Stewie hides in Quagmire's suitcase during a game of hide and seek, and he finds himself in Paris during one of Quagmire's layovers.
Oh, shit.
Stewie?
Nobody noticed that the child is gone and nobody calls Quagmire at all? Okay.
The Quagmire?
Whatever, bro.
We haven't really gotten too many moments between Quagmire and Stewie before, so I really enjoyed the dynamic here. Even if Quagmire isn't the most responsible guardian, allowing Stewie to get drunk, it did result in some truly wholesome moments.
A baby,
I
though,
love
bro?
you, man. I love you too, man.
But when Stewie gets lost, Quagmire is forced to call up his old nemesis Brian to come over and help him find him. And when they do eventually find him in a graveyard, they all share a big old hug before walking through Paris with the Family Guy theme song playing on accordion. Again, a
that's dope.
very sweet episode, and I would genuinely love to see more moments between these characters later on in the show.
There you go, little buddy.
But aside from this one, I found the other episodes
That boy melting, ain't he? Stupid ass.
to be mostly mid. Episode 11's Love Story Guy
She
is
said it's
just
mid.
like the first episode where the guys tell stories of their first true loves, which lead them into parodying movies again.
Oh,
this
shit.
time it's Castaway.
Castaway is one of my favorite movies, bro. Like, I don't know why, bro. No, I know why. That was an incredible movie, bro. An incredible movie. Very well put together. Tom Hanks performance in that mug. Bro. Check, nigga, he's an all-star, bro.
Dirty Dancing,
Definitely
and
an
various
all-star.
Meg Ryan rom-coms. I mean, they literally did this exact same idea already this season, and doing another one just seems lazy.
Hey, shut up, Meg.
Saying that, the episode isn't bad, and while I didn't enjoy it as much as the
What?
first one, I did find myself laughing a fair few times throughout.
Give me a kiss, you time-obsessed beardless man who is unable to spear a fish with a sharpened stick.
Character development.
But I have to say that my least favourite episode was the 12th one,
I get it, I
entitled
get it.
Old West. This one sees Mayor Wild West reunite with his estranged father, and I must say that I find Mayor Wild West absolutely dull and such a lackluster replacement for the hilariously eccentric Adam West. And that's nothing against Sam Elliott, because I like him fine enough in movies, but good God, this character is absolutely boring.
Man, you know what it is, bro? I mean, it's not that it probably is boring. But you know what it really is? There is no substitute for Mayor West. There's no substitute for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably one of the things that he got like big shoes to fill. Do you know what I mean? Because at first, I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't quite like Mayor West, bro. Then over time, as I got reintroduced to Family Guy, I started thinking like, this nigga is silly as hell. Then he passed away. Then it's like, I haven't even checked out Family Guy since. Like, for real, the new episode, so I don't know. But man, I didn't even know they had a new mayor and shit.
I actually find myself slowly falling asleep whenever I hear his monotone voice. I don't know what you guys think.
I reckon you have no right to reckon about what I'm reckoning about.
Ultimately, it was both unfunny and entirely pointless, as Peter didn't even remember any of the lessons he learned by the end of it.
What did he teach you?
I don't know, cowboy stuff?
The 14th episode of the season, called White Meg Can't Jump, sees the return of the Meg bashing.
Every game you play is a game of horse with that face.
And anyone watching this channel knows that I'm not the biggest fan of the Meg jabs. And for a while at least, the writers mostly stopped this tired joke, only to bring it back in this episode.
They bring it back full force. We actually did that on the channel, man. Make sure you go check it out, man. Search Quizzy Family Guy, bro.
But at least there's an actual point
And you
for it
might
this time
find it, I don't
around.
know. I
Because
hope
when
so.
Meg joins the school's
Maybe
basketball
I'll link
team,
it.
she becomes an instant pro whenever her dad throws insults at her. And when he doesn't, she sucks.
Damn.
Unfortunately, during the final, Peter loses his voice, so Meg plays badly. So in front of everyone, she demands that Peter insults her so she can win.
From the bottom of my heart, I wish we never had you.
Damn.
There's my dad.
That's fucked
I
up.
really liked how Meg has come into her own in the past 5 years.
Thought this bitch was eating condoms. I'm like, what the
And I do appreciate how she's been able to grow as this crazy and fun character, but this episode just didn't do too much for me.
I
Now,
feel that.
another episode that I didn't really care about was the 16th one, called The Bird Reich. It revolves around Peter getting a parrot again. Haven't we seen this idea before, like in season 6? But this time is a little bit different, with the bird being revealed to be Hitler's pet, which is then revealed to be
Oh,
Jewish,
no.
and then the bird dies. And it just left me thinking, okay then. Now, let's talk about an episode I did like.
Okay.
Episode 17's A Bottle episode. Now, I will say that an absolute standout character in this season is Lois, and I can honestly say that she's fastly becoming my favourite character in the show. Now, the writers have already established that she'll go to extreme lengths to accomplish something, like trying to become the customer of the week to only end up in jail.
She going through that Randy phase, bruh.
Or when she tried to minimize her belongings and emptied the entire house.
I'm so happy.
Damn. Bitch took the color, the scares, the room.
And a bottle episode
She left the
only
windows.
builds on this, showing just how far she'll go to get her way.
Really, I should be thanking you for reminding me of who I am. A secret little psycho with very little to lose.
In the episode,
Oh,
the family
shit.
book an Airbnb to Nantucket. But when their vacation ends, Lois is horrified to find that she's been given a 1-star review. All because she stole a bottle of shampoo.
Yo, that's borderline huge, Mom.
This
Shut
low
up.
score drives Lois so mad that she moves to Nantucket to get a job as a DoorDash delivery woman, just so she can give the Airbnb owner her own low score, and then blackmail her to change her Airbnb rating.
Damn.
Would host again.
Now, I didn't really care about the B plot of Brian and Stewie
That's
selling
some bullshit,
candy,
but yeah.
but I loved the Lois story. And although I've given Lois a hard time in the past, I like that she is at least so different from other animated wives and mothers,
Right.
like Marge and Linda Belcher, both of who I'm certainly
Who?
fans
Oh,
of,
Bob's
but
Burgers.
Lois is such an insane character and I'm absolutely digging it. And again, Alex Borstein absolutely kills it as Lois. And
Okay.
certainly within the last few seasons, she's been given far more opportunities to show off her range.
That's good.
The final couple of episodes, titled From Russia with Love
Oh, Lord. What is this about,
and
bruh?
Adult Education, are two-parters. And in the first one, Brian's Instagram is hacked, so with Meg's help, they track the scammer down in Russia. And it's here where Meg falls for the guy and stays in the country with him.
I'm an 8 in Russia, Brian. I'm staying here.
The
Damn.
next one shows that Meg
Damn, Russia fucked up, ain't
is
it?
certainly enjoying her bland, miserable
talking about
life
how
in
they
Russia,
is in the
and
show.
even gets married to the scammer.
Husband and wife, you may share a joyless kiss.
Why
But
they
when
be
she
making
finds
Russia
out that
look
her new
bad?
husband is only using her for a green card, she uses his Twitter to insult the Russian culture, causing him to get poison darted by the police.
Oh, no.
Now, to add a bit of
She got him killed, bro? That's fucked up, bro.
context, Mila Kunis was born in the Ukraine, and in a response to the invasion, she said in an interview, "Oh my god, I feel like a part of my heart just got ripped out." Therefore, her and her husband started a GoFundMe with the aim of raising $30 million in humanitarian relief.
Is that her husband,
With this
for
in
real?
mind, I feel that these two episodes
knew
were a
that.
response to the conflict, as there were so many winks, nudges, and digs at Russia and their leader.
President Putin can be very sensitive.
And over on my
You better shut the fuck up, boy.
channel The Simpsons Theory, I dropped a video on every
Damn.
country The Simpsons visited and offended, with some nations like Brazil, China, and Japan all banning their episodes. But
Damn.
these jokes are nothing compared to how Family Guy roasts Russia. They say it's miserable, bleak, and grey, goes ham on censorship, and they even say that the people are smelly and ugly.
Damn.
And I have to say that the best part of this episode is the Beauty and the Beast parody, which is sung by Seth's sister Rachel McFarlane. Now, I guess it was nice to see that Meg did get a win by the end, but on the other hand, they established that the only place she could possibly be happy is in such a miserable, bleak place.
That's fucked
And
up.
predictably, there are constant insults about her looks. And aside from the Meg side plot, the final episode's main story is about
Damn.
Chris and his principal teaming up to make adult movies on the school grounds. And as the most forgotten Griffin, I always welcome more Chris spotlight episodes. Although I have to say that I don't find Principal Shepard's character to be funny at all. And annoyingly, they've been using him more and more recently. Overall, I have to say that these two episodes were nothing to write home about.
Well, you know, sometimes it doesn't need to be funny as long as you have a funny character involved. You got a funny character involved, then he can push the story and Chris could just focus on being funny in the B plot. You get what I'm saying?
So, my final conclusion. I find that Family Guy in general is a hard show to review. It's not like South Park, which lampoons on current events in a very smart and funny way. Family Guy is just not very deep. You definitely can't deconstruct it to that degree. Family Guy is a fun, silly show full of crazy characters and situations. And to be honest, I don't really expect that much from Family Guy, except for being entertained for 25 minutes and getting a few laughs.
You got a nice
and
body.
Season 21 definitely accomplished that. Despite having some middle-of-the-road episodes, Season 21 had some really standout moments too, notably involving Lois. It's not one of its best seasons, but certainly not its worst. But you know what? It doesn't have to be just my opinion. What did you guys think of Season 20?
One big shout out to her for this review. This was dope. This was dope, man. You know, she kind of made me want to watch a little bit more Family Guy. Do y'all like Family Guy? Like, honestly, let me know down in the comments. Do y'all really like Family Guy? Just let your boy know, man. Also, do you like the Boondocks music in the outro? Whatever. I'm just saying, I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? I might do it, might not do it, might stop it, might not stop it. I don't know, bro. All I know is I fuck with y'all, bro. I fuck with y'all so much, man. I thank y'all. Make sure y'all go down to the Discord link. Join the family, man. If you haven't, bro. If you made it through all this time. And we do have the Patreon where it's only $3 a month. Get access to all these videos. And we got a plethora. Oh, yeah. You didn't know I knew how to. Plethora of videos, man. Love y'all, man. See y'all later. Peace.